Hey family, today we're going to talk about a powerful life lesson I learned from an issue I had with math. Stick around. This is Us Crazy Christians and I'm your host, William E. Smith. Growing up, I wasn't the biggest fan of math, but I did okay. Once fractions came around, I started to really dislike math. And then when algebra hit, I hated math. Because of that strong dislike, I began saying, I hate math. Even though I wasn't failing math, I just truly dreaded going. Once I graduated from middle school, they gave us an aptitude test for high school to see where we would place in different classes like English, history, math, social studies, etc. And a light bulb went off in my mind. I knew I disliked math, and I said, man, if I do bad on this math test, they're going to put me in an easy math class. And so when the test came around, I did good in all my English and everything else. And when math came, I acted like I didn't know nothing. And just as I suspected, they put me in the easiest math class. When I got to high school in my 9th grade year, my math was so matter of fact, that class was so easy and fun, I began to like math again. When it was time for math hour, I was like, sweet. I knew I was going to be the first one done with math. I would usually finish my homework in class, do homework for other classes. The teacher just let me get on the computer. I was the star student in the class. Until one day, I'm walking down a hall in school at Cooley High in Detroit. And I kept hearing people saying, LD, LD. And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're talking to me, but I'm not sure. And I'm just ignoring them, walking about my business. Then one day, one of my friends came to me and he said, you in that LD math? I said, LD math? Learning disability math. I said, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So that's when everybody was yelling. They looking at me like I'm a slow kid, a mentally retarded kid. I finally like math class, so I don't care what these fools say. They ain't paying my bills. You know what I'm saying? So I just ignored them anyway. And I was overly religious anyway. I carried a big Bible, had Jesus sticker on my locker. I wasn't trying to be one of the cool kids anyway. But that was a revelation to me that, oh, no wonder I'm the smartest in the class. I'm in the class for people who have learning disabilities. So I didn't try to get out of the class. I simply just hid my book so other students couldn't see it and tease me talking about LD. And if one of my friends happened to ask me, like they see me in the class or they did happen to see my book, I just tell the truth. Look, man, I failed that test on purpose. I can't stand math and I'm bad at math. And I kept saying that for the rest of my life. Even when I had kids and then they were in school doing math, it was always, oh man, you need help with your math homework? Get your mama in here, somebody like that. But because I just didn't want to do no math. I despised math and I would let my kids know I'm just bad at math. Y'all don't ask me. So I didn't even try. Then one day, I got an awesome job opportunity. This job would pay me double what I had ever made in any other job previously. It would be a great opportunity, a life change for myself, my wife, and my kids. So I had to take 6 weeks out of my life and go there and study full time. And I had to work part-time jobs when I was not in class and not studying homework for this class. And I successfully completed my 6 weeks. And we were at the end and we were being tested out of the class and I passed in all the other tests. Then all of a sudden they dropped, boom, a math test in front of me. Now the math test was simple, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But as soon as that test was placed in front of me, my mind went blank. I panicked. Everything went blurry on the page. All the math, it was like it was swirling around. I can remember it like it was yesterday, and this was years ago, but I began to hyperventilate. I walked out of the class and my eyes started to tear up and I found a secluded space in the stairwell where nobody was and I started crying out to God like, oh my God, help me. I just wasted 6 weeks of my life. I could have been working somewhere making money for my family. I'm hoping this would change our lives. I passed all the other tests. Now I'm about to lose it all. Like it was for nothing. God, help me, please. And I felt like, I believe I heard God say, William, who told you you were bad at math? It just caught me off guard. But I began to think. I began to remember that I said I was bad at math. Nobody else ever said I was bad at math. I even started to remember that I had good grades in math, even before my LD class. I wasn't the A student in math, but I wasn't failing math either. But I had said that about myself. My life had become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I am, as a grown man in my 30s with a wife and kids, about to lose it all because of something I told myself that wasn't even based in actual reality and actual facts. I spoke it into existence. I manifested what I felt in what I spoke. And it was real in my life, and it was running my life and about to destroy my life. I regrouped. I dried my tears. I took some deep breaths. I went into class and I passed the test and I got the job. But the lesson I want to share with you is that I spoke this into existence. I said it so much that it became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I manifested it, even though it wasn't even true. It became so real to me that it handicapped me. It controlled me. But the truth of it is that it was all a lie. It wasn't real, but I made it real. I made it alive. I made it factual by feeling it, believing it, speaking it. But with that in mind, is it possible that we can do the same thing I did with that math in positive areas of our lives? Is it possible that we can speak, feel, believe, manifest positive things in our world? What if we kept saying, no matter how it looks on the outside, that we are awesome parents, that I am an amazing man, that I am an amazing woman, that I am talented, that I am gifted, that I am successful, that I am always happy, at peace, full of joy and prosperity, that my life is blessed, that nothing shall by any means hurt me? What if we kept saying that? What if we began to feel it and it becomes real, a self-fulfilling prophecy in our lives? If we can do it with negative things, ought we be able to do it with positive things? Think about it. Let it marinate. Test it for yourself. Try it. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you're a returning guest and haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. Plus, hit the notifications bell to be notified every time we post a new video. Is it possible that God is more loving, kind, and compassionate than we previously imagined? Thanks for watching Us Crazy Christians. Until next time, be blessed.